Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Kari. This flow is going to have a lot of balancing poses along with a little core work. This is also going to be a wrist-free flow, so if your wrist just can't handle those planks or downward dog right now, this is the flow for you. So we're going to start in Apanasana on our backs, hugging the knees in, maybe rocking side to side, just settling in, releasing the shoulders to the mat. From here, we'll clasp the hands on the left shin and extend the right leg out, hover floating above the mat. You can inhale, peel up the chest, and maybe reach the arms extending out. Holding here, engaging the core. And you can stay here, or maybe inhale, float that right leg up to vertical, and exhale, extending back out, hover float. Again, inhale, lifting up, exhale, extending out. Again, inhale, lifting up, exhale, extending out, and one more. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, extending out, hover floating for a couple more seconds, and then we'll hug back the knees in towards the chest. So we'll do the other side, so clasping the hands on the right shin, extending that left leg out, and you can inhale, peel up the chest, extending the arms out, reaching forward, and maybe inhale, lift that left leg up to vertical, and exhale, extending back out. Again, inhale, lifting up, exhale, extending out. A couple more times. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend, and one more time. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend. Holding here for just another moment. And then exhale, hugging the knees back in Apanasana. We're going to lower the left foot down to the mat, clasping the hands behind the right thigh. We're going to hug it in towards the chest and inhale, extend that leg any amount, and then exhale, releasing back. Again, inhale, extending the leg, continuing to hug in towards the chest, and exhale, releasing. Inhale, extending, and exhale, releasing back. Lowering the right foot down to the mat. We'll take the left leg up this time, again clasping behind the left thigh. Inhale, straighten any amount, hugging in towards the chest, and exhale, releasing. Again, inhale, extending, exhale, release, and one more time. Inhale, extending any amount, and exhale, release. From here, we'll hug the knees in, Apanasana. And from here, we're going to slowly peel the chest up and slowly start to rock to come to standing. You can take your time with this, and eventually we'll come all the way up. It's okay, you can just stand up too if that works better. And once you're up, we'll inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, pressing back down. We'll do that again. Inhale, hands reach high, gaze high. Exhale, pressing down. And inhale, hands high, gaze high. And exhale, hands come through heart center. We'll inhale, hands reach high again. The right hand's going to take the left wrist, and exhale, side bend over to the right, opening up through that left side body. Arms are framing the head. Inhale, rising back up. Other side, so left hand takes the right wrist. Inhale, length, and exhale, folding over to the left. Opening up through that right side body. And inhale, rising back up. Exhale, hands to prayer. And from here, we're going to float the right leg high, hugging the right knee in, balancing on that left foot. Maybe drawing some circles with the ankle, just finding your balance. And exhale, lowered. We'll do the other side, floating the left leg up, hugging the knee in, maybe doing some circles with the foot. And exhale, lower. From here, we're going to come into tree pose. So balancing on that left foot, spreading the toes wide. We'll float that right foot up along the inseam of the left leg. It can be on the ankle, the calf, or on the thigh. Hands can be at prayer heart center, or inhale, the hands reach high, tree pose. And you can stay here, or exhale, open the arms to T, turning right. Inhale, back up to center, and exhale, opening up to the left, arms to T. Inhale, rise back to center, and exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to float that right leg off the leg and come towards warrior three. So reaching that right heel towards the back of the room, crown of the head, reaching forward, and inhale, rise back up. We'll do that again. Exhale, extending the right foot back, warrior three. Inhale, rising back up, hands can reach high. Exhale again, warrior three, maybe coming a little deeper into the pose. Inhale, coming back up, reaching high. And one more time, exhale, warrior three, holding here. But when you're ready, lowering the hands down to the mat, standing splits, really lifting through the inseam of the leg here, toes and knees pointing down. And exhale, bringing that right foot back down. We'll inhale, rise back up, hands reach high, and exhale, hands to prayer. So we're going to do all that on the other side. So pouring weight into the right foot, inhale, float the left foot on the inseam of the right leg. Hands can be at prayer heart center, or inhale, hands reach high. And if you want that balance challenge like we did on the other side, we'll exhale, open to the left, arms open to T. And inhale, rising back to center. Exhale, open to the right, arms to T. And inhale, hands reach high back to center. Exhale, hands to prayer. And we're going to extend that left leg back, working towards warrior three. So keeping the toes and knees pointing down to the mat. We'll inhale, rise back up, hands can reach high. And exhale, back to warrior three, crown of the head reaching forward. Inhale, rising back up. And exhale, warrior three again, maybe coming a little deeper into the pose. Inhale, rising back up, hands reach high. And one more time, exhale, warrior three. Staying here, but eventually we'll bring the hands down to the mat, standing splits. And exhale, placing that foot down. We'll inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, hips low, hands high, chair pose. Feet can be together or inner hip width apart here. And exhale, hands to prayer, revolve, twist to the right. So left elbow can come to that right knee, keeping length through the spine, rolling that right shoulder back. We're going to work on our revolved balancing half moon. So that right hand can come to the right hip, left hand reaches out and down, straightening through that right leg. And we're going to float that left leg up any amount. We're trying to keep our hips level here. And if you want, you can extend that right hand high. Head and gaze can revolve if you're feeling steady. Finding this pose in your body. And when you're ready, we'll float the leg down, unwinding from the pose. And inhale, rise back to chair center. And exhale, revolve, twist to the left. So right elbow coming to the left knee, rolling that left shoulder back, checking out the knees, making sure they're in line with each other. And when you're ready, we'll bring that left hand to the left hip, straightening through the legs. Right hand can come out and down. And we'll float that right leg up any amount. Left hand can reach high and head and gaze can revolve. Trying to keep the hips level and just feeling this pose out in your body. And when you're ready, we'll slowly float that leg down, unwinding from the pose. We'll inhale, hands reach high, back to chair pose. So hips are sinking back and low. Inhale, rise, straighten, and exhale, back to chair. We'll revolve, twist, left elbow coming to that right knee. Head and gaze is going to stay down on the feet, and we're going to slowly step that left foot back. Can be baby steps or one giant step back. Keeping that revolve twist here, finding your balance. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, rise, hands reach high, center. We're going to come into warrior one. So this is a shorter, wider stance. So we're grounding the outer edge of that left foot, keeping the hips square with the front of the mat. We're going to straighten through that right leg. Hands can come to the hips, and exhale, folding forward. So we're coming into bowing warrior. You can always have a micro bend through that right knee, and we'll bring the hands down to the mat. You can always use blocks here for extra height or tent the fingers. And if you want, you can bring the hands facing back, and we're going to flex through that right foot, balancing on the heel and maybe hugging that left leg in. So we're balancing on the heel here. You can play with that. And we'll step back to our warrior one stance. And inhale, rising back up. Hands reach high. We're going to pour weight into that right foot. Slowly float the left leg up. And we're going to cross the left leg over the right. So the left ankle coming to that right knee and sinking the hips down and back like in chair, but keeping that figure four position with the legs. Hands can reach high or bringing the hands to heart center. We'll inhale, rise up, hands reach high, and exhale, back to chair. We're going to twist to the left this time, right elbow coming to that left knee, keeping the head and gaze down to the feet, and slowly float that right foot back. So keeping revolve, twist in the upper body, head and gaze can revolve as well. Inhale, rising up, hands reach high, and finding warrior one in this position. So grounding the outer edge of that right foot, keeping hips square, and we'll straighten through the left leg, placing the hands on the hips, and exhale, folding forward. Can always keep a micro bend in that left knee. Hands can come down to the mat. And if you took it on the other side, you can tent the fingers, come up onto that left heel, and float that right leg in, balancing on that left heel. And when you're ready, we'll step that right foot back, coming into our warrior one stance. So inhale, rise, hands reach high. And we're going to pour weight into that left foot, floating the right leg up and bringing the right ankle to that left knee, figure four position there. And we'll sink the hips down and back. So chair in the hips. Hands can reach high, or they can always come to prayer heart center. Inhale, rising back up, placing the feet. And hands can come to prayer. Taking a breath here. Inhale, hands reach high, gaze high, and exhale, pivoting open to the side of the mat. So we're going to come straight into goddess pose. So feet are turned out, sinking the hips down, arms coming to 90 degree, and you can hold here or try floating the right heel up. Exhale, lower, floating the left heel up. Exhale, lower. You can continue with this, or maybe floating both at the same time, finding your balance. And exhale, lower. Sinking the hips a little lower here. And inhale, rise, straightening out, coming to 5-pointed star. And exhale, hinging forward, halfway, reaching the crown of the head forward, maybe clasping the hands behind the back. And exhale, folding forward all the way down. If your hands are clasped, you can reach them up towards the ceiling, or you can just release them down to the mat. Maybe shifting side to side here. And we'll inhale, halfway lift up, heel toeing the feet in towards each other or hopping them together. And we're going to balance on our toes here. So inhale, lifting up, hands can come to prayer, heart center, balancing here, feeling the calf stretch, toe stretch. Maybe inhale, hands reach high, finding your balance. And exhale, hands can come back down. We're just going to shift on our mat to come seated, preparing for boat pose. So balancing on the sit bones, reaching the hands out in front of us, lifting the legs up. You can float them just an inch off the mat, or shins are parallel. Hands will come to prayer, heart center. And we're going to exhale, extend the legs out, leaning back. Inhale, coming back up. Again, exhale, extending out. Inhale, coming back up. Again, exhale, extending out. Inhale, coming back up. And one more time, exhale, extending, engaging the core. Inhale, coming back up. We're going to exhale, revolve to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, revolve to the left. Inhale, back center. One more time. Exhale, revolve right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, revolve left. Inhale, back to center. Coming back to our boat, we're going to lower just to a half boat. So the lower back is grounded, legs are extending out, hands reaching forward, and eventually we'll release all the way down, Appanasana. Maybe rocking side to side, and eventually taking the right ankle to the left knee, clasping the hands behind the left thigh or the left shin, and hugging the legs in towards the body, flexing both feet. And exhale, unwind. Other side, left ankle coming to that right thigh, hugging in towards the chest. You can always gently rock side to side if that feels good. And exhale, unwind. We'll bring the legs together and exhale the legs over to the left. Arms can come to T or cactus, and head and gaze revolve right. A gentle supine spinal twist. Releasing and relaxing the muscles into the pose. We'll inhale the legs back up center and exhale them over to the right. Head and gaze revolve left. Breathing here. And we'll inhale, coming back up to center. And from here, we're going to come into happy baby pose. So grabbing the outer edges of the feet, pulling down, knees are open wide, moving down towards the mat. And you can rock gently here if that feels good. You can always straighten one leg and then the other, or maybe both legs at the same time. And eventually we'll release the feet and extend the legs out and down, preparing for Shavasana. Arms come alongside body, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And you can close your eyes here. Just take a moment to make this pose a little bit more comfortable for you. Releasing and relaxing the entire body. maybe focusing on breath, letting the body feel heavy, sinking into the floor, taking as long as you want in Shavasana, but eventually we'll bring some gentle movements to the fingers, the toes. We'll slowly walk the feet in, hugging the knees in towards the chest, Apanasana one last time. And we'll roll on to one side and slowly press yourself up to a seated position, sitting up nice and straight. Hands can come to prayer, heart center, and we're going to do one clearing breath together. So deep inhale here, open mouth, exhale. Bowing the head, taking a moment to thank yourself and thank your body for all that it can do. Namaste. Thank you guys so much.